What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here, and welcome back to another news roundup. And to kick us off, that Nintendo recently had a Nintendo Direct specifically for Japan, even though we have E3 right around the corner. But that event is mainly for the American audience anyways. But in this Direct, a few new games were announced, along with new details and even first looks of games that we already knew about. So we'll start off with all the new games, and probably the most exciting one, in my opinion, is Monster Hunter X, or Monster Hunter Cross, whatever you want to call it. Yes, this is yet another entry in the main series for the 3DS, and it is using the same engine from Monster Hunter 4, but it will have more flashier action. There will be new super attacks for all weapons, new monsters, and more. They're putting a bigger focus on customizing your hunting style. The game will feature 4 different playstyles for you to choose from, and each one changes the special moves you can perform. There will be an increase in both variation and number for these actions. So the basic concept for Monster Hunter Cross is that they wanted to make the action more stylish and varied so everyone has their own unique way of playing. And the moves that are shown off in the trailer look pretty awesome. I haven't got to play a whole lot of 4 Ultimate yet because new games keep coming out, but Cross is looking like it will be even better than 4 Ultimate, as it's taking what's good from that game but making the combat more expansive and better. Hopefully. I just think these new flashy moves look really cool, and I like how much variation there's going to be for each weapon type. But Monster Hunter Cross will be releasing in Japan this winter, and you can probably expect it to release in North America and Europe, because 4 Ultimate sold quite well. But we're not quite done with Monster Hunter yet, because a new spin-off was also announced for the 3DS in the Direct called Monster Hunter Diary Poka Poka Aru Village DX. I might have said that wrong, but bear with me. It's a Monster Hunter game with the feline characters front and center, and it's a more relaxed and lighthearted spin on the usual hunting. It reminds me of Animal Crossing, but with some simple side-scrolling combat thrown in. There will also be special collaboration costumes for the feline characters, such as a Mario outfit or a Tom Nook outfit, but this game really doesn't interest me. It's not up my alley, but there's an audience for everything. Monster Hunter Diary will be releasing in Japan on September 10th, and I am a bit iffy on whether or not this one will get localized. It will probably not get released at retail, but on the eShop, maybe. So that means we now have 3 Monster Hunter games in development for the 3DS, those being Monster Hunter Stories, Monster Hunter Cross, and Monster Hunter Diary.
They might want to slow it down a bit.
Outside of Monster Hunter, a new Chibi-Robo game was announced for the 3DS, but to some people's dismay, this one doesn't play like the other Chibi-Robos. This one is a side-scrolling platformer. Chibi-Robo will be able to use his plug to whip enemies, break blocks, and grapple on walls. And the game will still take nuggets from previous installments in the series, such as Chibi-Robo's constantly draining energy. But again, it doesn't play like the other Chibi-Robos. From the footage that was shown, the gameplay looks rather run-of-the-mill and simple. The only thing that really captures my eye is how you're able to grapple and ricochet your plug off walls. But hey, the game will work with the Chibi amiibo. Yes, you heard that right, there will be a Chibi-Robo amiibo, and you can bet on it being non-existent. As for what the amiibo does, well, you'll earn points by clearing stages, and this will level up your amiibo, and as you level up, you will get collectible items. Plus, you can tap the amiibo during gameplay to transform him into Super Chibi-Robo, where he'll be more powerful, which kinda stings because that just makes the game easier. But this new Chibi-Robo game for the 3DS will be getting released in Japan this summer, and it will probably get localized at some point. Turning things over to the Mario side of things is that a couple new Mario games were announced in the Direct, and one of them is a new Dr. Mario called Dr. Mario Miracle Cure. The game is available on the 3DS eShop in Japan right now, and it features new and returning modes, versus play, and online play. At least they're adding some new modes to spice things up. Also, it shouldn't take too long for this Dr. Mario game to get localized, so expect it in the near future. And the other Mario game is another entry in the Mario and Sonic series.
Yep, they're still making those.
And this one is called Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games, and it's coming to both the Wii U and 3DS. Bear with me here, but some of the minigames could be fun. I mean, there's ping pong, there's soccer, and there's volleyball. There's also golf, which is kind of weird because we already have Mario Golf World Tour. But whatever floats their boat. There is pretty much a 100% chance that Mario and Sonic at the Rio Shindig will be getting localized. I mean, all the other ones did. My interest in the game is near zero. I rarely play local multiplayer, so party games are pretty much dead to me.
But there is ping pong, and I like ping pong in Wii Sports Resort.
Moving things over to the new Fire Emblem game for the 3DS, we got some fresh details that are mainly centered around the newly announced My Castle feature and amiibo support. So essentially, you can build your own castle or town in the game, and then have your teammates handle the shops in your town. You'll be able to walk around your castle and view it from different angles so you can see it in glorious 3D. Plus, you can visit your friend's town and get items. And as for the amiibo support, just as I predicted in the past, the Marth, Ike, Lucina, and Robin figurines will all be compatible with Fire Emblem If. When you scan an amiibo, that character will appear in your town, and you can talk to them and fight them. And when you fight them and defeat them, they will join your party, and you can use them in battle. The only problem is, if you live in North America, the Marth, Ike, Lucina, and Robin figurines are kind of hard to get. But maybe Nintendo will restock them once the game releases. But anyways, this is one of the better uses of amiibo, so kudos, but unfortunately it's none of the amiibo I have. Can we use a Link amiibo? I mean, he would fit in the game if you think about it. And as a way to round this video off, is that we got our first gameplay trailers for Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon and the upcoming free-to-play Wii U game called Project Treasure. A trailer for Project Treasure was actually one of my predictions in my E3 2015 video. The trailer for Super Mystery Dungeon wasn't super exciting, it just looks like another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. But this time you can choose from 20 different Pokemon at the start. Project Treasure on the other hand looks a bit more unique and interesting. You're fighting zombies, giant bugs, using bazookas, axes, swords, and collecting treasure. Okay, count me in. The gameplay does look like it could be pretty enjoyable. I mean, it does support 4-player online multiplayer, so it could be pretty sweet when playing with friends. But they really didn't talk about the game. It said that more information would be coming in the summer of 2015, so we'll just have to wait until then. And that will bring us to the end of the news roundup. If you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff, and you can stay tuned for more videos in the future. But I will talk to you all in the next video, guys. Bye!